For my last lecture, I want to talk about finding happiness in life and a story I usually keep to myself and very close friends. When I was in 7th grade, so I was around 12 years old, my brother made a decision that would forever impact my life. My brother has always had a lot of problems, to say the least. One night, my mom and I had got home a little later than usual, and my mom went straight to bed without saying anything or seeing my brother. I noticed that he was acting really different, and I could tell something was just wrong. I went to go talk to him, and I realized that he definitely wasn't right, and he was under the influence of something. When I was in his room, he began to realize this too, and he yelled at me to get out. When I did, just a few moments later, I heard a loud sound come from his room. This woke my mom up, and we both ran into the room to see him on the ground, where he crashed through his desk, and he was beginning having a seizure. We had no idea what had happened, but we called the ambulance and we were able to save his life. At the time, we did not know, but this was no accident. This was an attempted suicide, and he purposely OD'd. This whole situation just hit me, but it didn't bring me down. It actually helped me become a better person. From this incident, I've come to realize you have to be happy in life and always find the good in any situation. If you dread on the little things, anything and everything becomes so much worse, and it's not worth having that thought process. My brother let very little things get to him prior to this night, and he never tried to talk to anyone about them. After all this, my family was pretty torn because of all the emotions and worry that arose. I had to step up. From then on, I promised to be as positive and happy as I can be around everyone. I was the backbone for them, and they needed that. It never bothered me taking on this role. I did choose to do it myself. At first, it wasn't always easy. My family began blaming their own selves, and there was always a sense of depression in both houses. I stuck with what I promised myself, and as time went by, it became easier to do, and it helped my family out much more than I could ever dream of. And still to this day, I have kept that promise. I always smile, and very rarely will you see me sad or upset. If I'm not smiling, I'm most likely just tired. This brings me to my next point. Be careful what you say to people. I always try to be nice, even though it can be very difficult at times. But you never know when someone reaches their breaking point. Words can hurt, and I always think to myself, would I want that to be my last words to someone? It really hits deep when you think about it that way. Thinking before you react can save you a lot of trouble and guilt later on. In life, my one main goal is to be happy. Right now, I'm doing a very great job with that goal. But I want to be constantly happy at all times, and I still have a lot of life ahead of me. In my 18 years, I figured out that what helps the most is finding happiness within yourself and also surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. People who you don't have to question whether or not they'll be there for you. That's what has helped me become the person I am today, and I wouldn't change a thing about myself or who I've become.